G'day guys and welcome back to the Golby's Parts YouTube channel. I'm down here with Matt. How are you today, Matt?
Good mate, how are you going?
Yeah, good man. And today we're going to be down here talking about our JZX 110 low mount and high mount turbo kits. So we've got two here laid out on the bench ready to go. We're going to show you a bit of a comparison and a bit of a how-to kind of thing and why you would use one kit compared to the other. What do you got in front of you, man?
So this is our Golby's JZX 110 low mount turbo kit. We use an Artec stainless steel manifold coupled with a Garrett G30 660. This is the largest turbo for this sort of kit, just for space constraints. Going bigger was just too difficult, so we decided this is what we're going to stick with. You can use up to a G25 to a G30 660, so you do have smaller turbos if you need to. 3-inch intake, hot side pipe as an extra option. Also blow-off valves, we can supply a race port blow-off valve, but you can option without it if you like those. Line kit, and obviously our own silicons and Turbo Smart clamps like we do in most of our kits.
Yeah, sweet. So I noticed this turbo is internally gated.
Yes.
So that's to suit the low mount setup, is that correct?
Yeah, so Artec have designed a low mount manifold that is to suit an internally gated turbo. For a packaging sort of side, it looks pretty good. It's nice and neat. We've got some pictures of it set up.
So space, the reason they did that was space.
I think it's a lot of space and also aesthetics. A lot of people these days that own this sort of platform, they're trying to aim for about 500 horsepower, and you can achieve that with a low mount turbo. People kind of like the fact that you can still use the factory heat shield on this manifold too. So if you're worried about heat, cop scan off your back, this is also a good option. The new G-Series turbos are amazing because these rear housings are where they merge into is just a standard sort of V-band. So that's why we can use our G-Series kit, G-Series flange that we sell as part of the dump pipe. None of those tricky 5-bolt flanges anymore.
Yeah, it's just V-band straight onto the back, that's good.
And it looks good too, so.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So we'll go from our low mount, we'll step over to this side now.
Yeah. This
is our high mount option. So what's the main differences between obviously the low mount and the high mount?
So basically with the high mount, this is externally gated. So Artec manifolds are to suit, well this particular manifold is to suit a 45mm gate.
And that's the biggest they do, right? They only go up to a 45.
Yeah, so where it goes into the bottom here. Why we've chosen to go down this path over some of the other typical brands that we use, it's just because of the fitment in the car. We found that this sort of fits really well just with the wastegate placement. Some of these cars are very tight. Again, packaging sort of standpoint, and it just looks really neat.
Yeah.
This kit actually suits up to a 1050, so if you wanted to get...
G35 1050.
That's right, so all the way from a G25 550 all the way up to a G35 1050 for all those wild people. We supply it with a 3.5-inch dump pipe, and the standard kit comes with a wastegate merged in for your legalities.
Yeah.
We also have an option for a screamer pipe, so that's for off-road use only. But yeah, that's an extra little bit, and it comes with a V-band blank. Our kits also come with our Golby's Parts beanies. We also come with new gaskets and studs for the manifold. So
these will be required on this Artec, is that correct?
Yeah, so the standard manifold, the top 4 are studs and the bottom ones are all bolts.
Yeah.
So yeah, we supply new studs just to replace them all.
So I know with the Mark II, we had dramas with getting the manifold on and off. It's kind of a bit of a pain in the bum to wiggle them on and off. So
yeah,
that's why we supply them with that stud.
Yeah, that's right. Most of anyone who's sort of fitted aftermarket manifolds will know that it's always a sort of a slow process with getting them on, regardless of the kit. So it's just if you have experience, it's sort of just a normal thing that you've done, like we've done in the past with other kits.
Yeah.
Again, this comes with our line kit. So the extra options that you can get in this kit is intake pipe with a hot side pipe, and with the hot side pipe, again, you get the option of a race port blow-off valve provision. Yeah. The beauty is as well, if you decide you want the race port blow-off provision, and then later on down the track you want dose, you can buy a Turbo Smart blank off and blank it off.
Yeah, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a brief overview, guys, on basically the low mount to the high mount kit. If you do have any questions, please feel free to get in contact with our sales guys. Matt is our workshop manager, so if you're looking at getting anything fitted, like I say, get onto the sales team. They'll get you onto Matt. Matt will be able to hook you up. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.